He is a local favorite, a favorite of this show. He is a man who is headlined at the Comedy Store. He is a man who has done comedy all over the state, all over the world. I know, I'm gassing you up, Glenn. Get ready. He's getting his walk with Jesus because he can walk with Jesus. I don't know what that means. Not that it matters, because the man comes to this stage. The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Glenn Stuart! Keep it going. Keep it going until he hits the stage, folks. Come on, yeah!
Y'all give it up to your host. Yeah. Everybody in the back, how are y'all doing? Y'all doing good back there? I know that Jack White and his fuck bunch back there ain't shut the fuck up. And I'm big enough to say something about it. I'll pick Mark up and beat him to death. I'm not worried about him. Hey David, while you're back there, will you tell that bunch of creepers that I can hear them up here and I don't need to know what their fuck life's about? You good with that, lady? Me and you. That's my girl. I'm giving it up for the girl right there. Yeah. My name's Glenn Stuart, and Aiden did a really fine job of saying I was awesome. Which is good, because I wanted y'all to know that without me having to tell you. How many people in here fuck? On the regular? Y'all still doing it? Stroking to the oldies? What? No? Y'all don't bump uglies anymore? Y'all just pay bills together. That's it? Alright, everybody at that table screwing? Y'all still screwing? What if are you any of y'all not a fan of screwing? Wow, y'all gonna be real quiet tonight. I see. This is a comedy show, not an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Hi, my name's Glenn and I like to fuck. Yeah. I am real picky with the women that I have sex with. I only like women that are willing to do their own stunts. Yeah, if I'm on top and my heart goes, she's gonna have to eat her way out. That's it. It's like human caterpillar, except I fell on top of you. That's how it goes. Am I the only one that believes that a set of ugly nipples can fuck up a beautiful pair of titties? Yes. I'm gonna go back. Y'all remember Meg Ryan? Y'all remember her? She was an actress. She was my crush when I was a kid. And then I saw her topless. The only thing that was crushed was my fucking dreams and half a boner. It was fucking terrible. I like to get on stage and piss people off, so if you're a heavier lady, buckle up. I'm about to piss somebody off. It's not that I don't think big women are beautiful, but I don't believe in running starts. Put two and two together. As big as I am, not everything can be as big. You park a limousine next to a skyscraper, it's not going to look giant. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad it got quiet when we started talking about my dick. That's what you want to hear. Everybody's like, I'm just glad he has one. I know some of y'all have never been close to a lesbian before, but this is what they look like. I stole that look from them. There's a binding Supreme Court lawsuit between me and the lesbians. Button-down t-shirt, tight fit in the pants, daddy didn't love me haircut. Got this shit in the bag. I got a tattoo of Frankenstein that doesn't blow kisses to ugly women. Normally I like to just play with my boob in public, but if you're an ugly woman, fuck off. It's not happening. I got high standards for this. If I'm gonna die before 45, I wanna make sure that I only fucked sevens. You know? Only sevens. Collector. I don't know how many of you are gonna admit that you were a hoe? What about you, poop guy? You were a hoe years ago. Then you had to retire your hoe card and buy a I Poop Today shirt. That's how you know when you give up on pussy. You buy a shirt that talks about your bowel movements. That dude got up this morning and said, I don't even give a fuck about screwing anymore. Me and KY till the end. It's a lot of fun. Hey, is that the bartender back there causing that shit? Yeah. What's bartender's name? Matt! Shut your friends up! They're so fucking loud! And those of y'all that know, that is a rare, random dad voice that I can pull out at a drop of the hat. That will stop my nieces and nephews in a fucking heartbeat. They hear that, scream out, and they're like, oh, he's about to beat somebody's ass. I would hate for that guy with that weird hat to get up and see that I'll hit him with a belt too. Like, y'all ever seen me bend an adult over my knee and it wasn't a porno? You're just gonna learn today. I have to wear decorative stockings. Anybody else have vascular disease? No? Why are you looking over there? There's no one over there. See these bad boys? How many of y'all have a hard time getting laid? You? I was about to say, not with those boobs. I've got the biggest boobs in the room. I have trouble getting dick.
It's a comedy show, man. I'm just joking.
Nobody thinks that's funny. Every girl that's flat-chested in the room is like, how does that bitch not get dick? I have bigger boobs than some of the women in here, and I promise you, I could get dick if I needed it. Been hanging out a lot. Like, how many of you got married, divorced? Anybody? What you got? Scream it out. Anybody? All of the above. Damn, boobs. You were just rolling through life wrong. I'm married, divorced, ain't getting dick, might get dick, titties hanging out, whatever. Y'all give it up for her titties and showing up. That's awesome. Now I'm gonna let you know, if you show up to a comedy show after June, we ain't clapping. Titty sweat season in Louisiana is a real deal. There's certain colors that girl right there cannot wear during June, July, August, September, August, November, yeah, all of them. If she wears baby blue, I swear she's gonna look like she's nursing puppies. That is. Matt, did your friends get over themselves?
Yeah, they're leaving.
Are we gonna have a hipster knife fight?
I don't think so.
You're not gonna let me get beat up today, are you, Uncle Richard, not Frank? For those of y'all that didn't know, Cousin Richard, y'all give that up. That's my buddy right there. I've been hanging out at every bar I can, but I've got an open mic that I do at the Central Station on Wednesdays. And I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm a little jealous. I'm getting really jealous of 2022 because everybody gets to be free and live their lives, and none of y'all have met my father. And I feel like the Little Mermaid just be like, wish I could be part of their world, but I can't. My dad will kill me. None of y'all laughed at that. Okay. Write that down. See, David? Again, I'll be winners. All right, I'm going to leave you on a few jokes. I was a hoe. I was a 100% bona fide hoe. If dicks had odometers, I would have been 1978 Cutlass. Old, busted, left in the ghetto, doing the best I can. Okay? Little rust spots, but I was good at it. Problem is, my ex-wife asked me, how many women have you been with? And I said, that's a dangerous question. And she said, why? And I said, there aren't enough fingers and toes in this conversation for me to answer it correctly. And she said, I want to know the number. And I went 86. And she said, 86 what? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, you can fuck anything 86 times and claim it. And if we were going on a fuck myself, it's like 1,006. Always been partial. How many of you believe that you have to have a big dick to please a woman? How many women believe you have to have a big dick so you can be happy? How many of you remember that English is a language that you can respond to? Yeah. There you go. How many of you just don't like, what do y'all like? I've been out here listening to y'all be real quiet. What do y'all like? Do y'all want to talk about bricks? We talked about those guys. Just bricks. We're going to talk about bricks. That's a brick. Now we know. There's a few bricks not in the wall. And now we know. All right, I'm going to leave y'all on one good joke. Y'all want one good joke since y'all been so receptive to all the others? I like you. You've got spirit. You know what you've got? Staying power. That's not something you see in good-looking women. That's great. That is fantastic. Y'all give it up for the one woman that's like, I'm going to break the mold. Now, I can end on a really good story, or we can just do a joke. How many of y'all have ever been caught screwing?
Yes.
3 people. How many of y'all have never fucked a day in your life?
Everybody else is here.
Everybody else? It's a room full of virgins. I thought there was a smell in here I didn't recognize. It was hymen. That was it. I've always dealt with nasty women. I used to be so bad on stage that one night this girl was drunk, I was drunk, and she hollered out, I want somebody to fuck me behind the dumpster. And I went, I got you, boo. Now the sad part about this story is the first show y'all ever came to, that girl showed up and I hadn't seen her in 10 years. And she goes, you don't even know my name. And I've been like, I've been calling you Rita for 10 years. And she's like, but you fucked me behind a dumpster. And I'm like, we don't talk about that unless it's funny, because I don't want people to think it's true. My nephew walked in on me screwing one time. In the middle of the day, the lady that I was with rubbed me on the shoulder right, and I knew that it was game on. I was about to take her to Meat Street. She gave me all the green flags that I could dick her down, okay? She wanted to go to the deli. I just happened to have some cheap bologna. It was wonderful. I'm about to throw it down bigger than hell. It's awesome. So I locked the door because I'm a civilized human being. I'm not a caveman. I don't fuck behind dumpsters.
Lunch.
Now, nobody told me that a 4-year-old was a fucking safecracker. And that a locked door doesn't mean shit to a 4-year-old. So I hear the doorknob jiggle, and I say to myself, he can't get in here, I lock the door. And I'm on top doing good God's work. That's what I'm doing. Giving her the good 3 pumps, roll over, and let her ride me off in the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least I tried before I died, you know? And that's about the time that the door opened. Followed by the sound that only a Nerf gun can make. Boom. Followed by the phrase, aha, I got you, Uncle Glenn. 2 reasons this story bothers me. 1, I shot at the same time he did. 2, I can't fuck without a Nerf gun present. You got a Nerf gun? I got one. Don't you worry. You like doing your own stunts? Oh, you're not into heavy lifting? Her vagina took one look at me and go, I don't have a trailer hitch, son. That's sad. I was really hoping that she had like the Buick Regal of vaginas, you know what I'm saying? She's taking this baby home. All right, Anthony, you ready to get back up here?
As long as you're ready to get off.
So would anybody like to give me some really good advice about hosting?
Do it.
One person said yes.
The guy has to listen to y'all once a month.
Normally, you want to gas somebody up.
Yes.
Like if you looking the way you do or about to get laid, you might want to gas them up a little bit, tell them how great you are. Comics, you don't really have to do that. When you tell them that we're great and majestic and fabulous and wonderful, and then you lie to them and say we're friends, I have never met him. I've met him, but not in a professional sense. He's too short. Anyway, don't gas people up. Last thing I have to say is I made a comment on, I like to get on Facebook every now and then and piss the world off. It's my favorite thing to do is make comments like, we should start discriminating against ugly people. You know, and that's my view on it. That's the only group that really got away with COVID. Masks got more ugly people laid than I have ever seen. There was a young lady, from the bridge of her nose to her forehead, was the sexiest woman I've ever seen in my life. She took her mask off and could have ate a fucking apple through a chain link fence. You know where you don't stick your dick? Chainsaws. My name's Stuart. Good day, Fitz back over here.